Well, hello and welcome to Fourth Umpire on DD Sports. I'm Frank Rausen Pereira. What a comeback by Team India after losing the first T20 international. We've come back with a bang and a comfortable win for India, where we chased down a target of 165, 2 half centuries. The debutant Ishan Kishan playing extremely well, opening the batting for India, and then ably followed by Virat Kohli, who scored over 60 runs as well. Both of them performing extremely well for Team India. But let's not forget the bowling effort in the first innings, where the Indian bowlers all came out and bowled and did their part. Of course, the fielding was left a bit wanting as far as India was concerned, but nonetheless a good victory by Team India. So we'll talk about what we did right in the second T20 international, what this win means, and how we can take the momentum forward. To do that, I have with me in the studio right now Ajay Ratra, former Indian cricketer, as well as G. Rajaraman with me, sports journalist as well. Thank you both, gentlemen, for staying on and staying right through the evening to talk about the match. So let's look at the batting card first and look at how India fared with the bat. KL Rahul, of course, struggled in the first over, got beaten and finally got out as well, caught behind to Sam Curran, did not open his account. Ishan Kishan, the debutant, the youngster, scoring 56 of 32 balls. It was a fiery knock by the young lad and he did well there. Virat Kohli also playing a captain's innings. After getting out for naught in the first T20 international, he went on to score 73 runs and stayed right till the end and took the team home to victory. The others too contributing with the bat. Let's look at England's bowling card right now. Curran there, 4 overs, 22 runs and 1 wicket. He even bowled that first over, which was a maiden. Jofra Archer, 4 overs, 24 runs, no wicket. Jordan, 38 runs. He was expensive, did not complete even 3 overs, 2.5 overs for 38 runs and 1 wicket. Tom Curran, the other Curran brother, 2 overs for 26. He too was extremely expensive, and Stokes too was expensive in that single over that he bowled, giving away 17 runs. And Adil Rashid, also expensive today, giving out 38 runs and picking up just that 1 wicket. So that, of course, was England's bowling card. So Ajay, brilliant performance by Team India in the in the field today, both with the ball as well as with the bat.
As far as for bowling was concerned, I think 164 was maybe slightly below than par if you see the conditions today, because wicket was nice and easy today. It was nicely coming onto the bat, and at one stage England were looking like they will cross 180, but thanks to Shardul Thakur and Bhuvneshwar Kumar bowling in the death overs, I feel they restricted to 164. That was a commendable effort, and batting, no doubt about that, debutant Ishan and Virat took the team to victory.
And talking about Virat Kohli, Raj, I spoke to you about Virat Kohli in our first session, and you said that we shouldn't be too concerned about his form. He's doing well. He's at least middling the ball, and he's playing well. Coming through with the bat today, and also let's not forget he's crossed 3,000 T20 international runs.
The first one to do that.
Yeah, the first one to do that.
He has many more peaks to conquer for sure. But I think he played that sensible knock today. When he saw Ishan Kishan play the way freely that he did, he just let him express himself, and he played the smart cricket. That is what Virat is known. We were speaking off air, Ajay and I, and the kind of comfort with which he got his 73 or 49 balls. It's an explosive innings without playing the big shots. And I think that is what Virat is known for. And
if you see the graphic now on our screens, of course, Virat Kohli, this needs to be updated a little bit. 73 runs he has scored in today's match, so that goes beyond 3,000. So, followed by Rohit Sharma as well. So, Indians doing well. Let's not forget. Okay, this is for India. So, there's Rohit Sharma, Dhawan, Dhoni and Raina as well. So, all of them doing well. Rohit Sharma too, very close to those 3,000 runs. So, the strike rate too is decent, as well as, the only thing probably that Kohli doesn't have, in his kitty is that T20I century.
I'm sure it will come before long. It will come. He's led India to victories. His philosophy is even if he doesn't get 100 and able to help the team cross the line. He is very happy with that.
Absolutely.
I think it's a milestone which everybody wants, but when he doesn't get it, he's not overly disappointed. I think there's a lesson for all of us there, Frank, that you put team first, and when you do that, you almost always help the team cross the line, take it to victory. And I think that is what a good leader is all about, and I think there is lesson for all of us in leadership there.
There is absolutely no doubt about that. Virat Kohli is a supreme chaser, and he is shown as that time and again, and doing so in the match today as well, Ajay.
Yes, and if you see his winning, see his inning today, the way he has played initially, when he came out to bat, score was 0. So Ishan Kishan was also batting on 0 that time.
And a debutant.
Yes, and they scored 90 odd in partnership, and without hitting, like Raja sir said, without hitting much, his strike rate was around 150. That is a very, very nice strike rate in T20 as well. So he made sure that he was giving more strike to the Ishan Kishan, who was expressing himself, और उनको जो balls मिल रहे थे, he was hitting everything. And when he got out, he again made sure that he was playing sensibly. जो भी एक ball, loose ball मिल रहा था, he was converting into boundary and sixes. Otherwise, he was rotating the strike, and running between the wicket was phenomenal. So we can say that everything was in control. Even when Pant came, he played a cameo as well, 26 runs of 13 balls. Even he made sure that he has given strike to Pant, especially when Adil was bowling. So Adil ko bhi unhone chhakke lagaye. So I think that was very sensible, and in the end they chased the run, 2 overs to spare, more than 2 overs. So I think पूरे कंट्रोल के साथ बैटिंग किया, नीचे भी खेले, स्ट्राइक रोटेट किया, जब मौका लगा छक्का चौका लगा, तो I think extraordinary inning.
Absolutely extraordinary innings there by Virat Kohli, and ably contributed and done well by the rest of the team as well. The way Ishan Kishan and Pant played, it allowed Virat Kohli also to go ahead and play his natural game and do what he did at the crease, isn't it?
Frank, I will be very surprised if Ishan Kishan doesn't come on camera now and say that batting with Virat Kohli changed his own approach. The freedom that Virat allowed him to express himself with, he's going to be very grateful for that 15 overs or 12 overs that they batted together. I think these 12 overs will have helped Ishan Kishan understand batting in international cricket a lot more than anything else will have, because having Virat at the other end, the most prolific batsman in T20 cricket international, to have him there and to have him speak constantly and encourage Ishan Kishan, I think that calls for a lot, and I'm sure Ishan will at some point of time explain to us.
So let's look at this graphic on our screens right now. Most runs on debut in T20 internationals by an Indian. Ajinkya Rahane is on top of that list with 61 against England, the opponent there being England as well, in Manchester in 2011. And Ishan Kishan is at the number 2 spot, scoring 56 runs today against the same opponent, England, in Ahmedabad 2021.
He'll be disappointed, I must say this, that he will be disappointed at the manner in which he got out. He should have gone on to build this innings. That's a lesson he will learn, and I'm sure Virat and Ravi Shastri will have a quiet word with him about that.
Absolutely. But that's the nature of the game, isn't it, Ajay? I mean, you go in there, you try to play explosive cricket, and then you win some, you lose some, and you also get out the way he did.
So if you talk about his Ishan's inning, he played really well. He played a few wonderful shots, especially initial innings. And the best part about his inning was that IPL or international cricket का ज़्यादा difference दिखा नहीं. There were no nerves at all, what we feel. जो उनकी रेंज में बॉल मिला, स्पेशली पुल शॉट्स, और टॉम करन को एक सामने लॉन्ग ऑन पे छक्का लगाया. एंड द बेस्ट पार्ट वाज ही वाज वेरी कैलकुलेटिव एज वेल. ही अटैक्ड द बॉलर्स से टॉम करन, बेन स्टोक्स, जो आई थिंक इंग्लैंड की लिस्ट में नंबर 5-6 पे है उनके बेस्ट बॉलर्स में से. तो अच्छा कैलकुलेटिव था और पे ऑफ किया. डेफिनेटली द वे ही गॉट आउट, उस टाइम सिचुएशन की आस्किंग रेट भी बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं था, तो डेफिनेटली ये 70-80 तक की स्कोर को इवन मोर ले जा सकते थे. तो इट्स ऑल अबाउट लर्निंग, बट डेब्यू के हिसाब से एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरी इनिंग.
आप लर्निंग की बात कर रहे हैं, व्हाट डिड ही गेट, व्हाट डू यू थिंक ही गॉट टू लर्न टुडे playing with someone like Virat Kohli, your captain, who's considered to be one of the best cricketers in current, in current status. So what is the kind of experience you think he would have probably had?
So I would say कि risk कितना लेना, it should be calculative. अगर आपका asking rate बहुत ज़्यादा है, yes, of course, like you said कि आपको explosive खेलना होता है, you have to take risk in one day या even T20 cricket, of course, but that should be calculative. जैसे out
Okay,
हुआ,
I'm going to stop you there because we are going across to the stadium now क्योंकि the
cricket team to bounce back in this Paytm T20 International Series. Good evening and welcome to the post-match presentation. Firstly, BCCI would like to thank all the sponsors of the Paytm India v England T20 International Series. Title sponsor Paytm, team sponsor Byju's, kit sponsor MPL Sports, official partners Dream 11, Ambuja Cement and Hyundai. BCCI would also like to thank the GCA and all the government organizations and all those who are involved in the smooth conduct of this match. Firstly, I have Owen Morgan next to me. Morgs, were you happy at the halfway stage with the number of runs you had?
I think at the halfway stage, we were probably in and around par, so we were in the game. I thought we would have to bowl well in order to get over the line. I thought India bowled well. The pitch was different again to what it was in the first game. There was probably less pace in it. But full credit to India in the way that they bowled and the way that they restricted us to that total. And then with the bowling, they came out and almost put us on the back foot from the start, and we didn't manage to counter that, which is disappointing. But I think one of the biggest things for us tonight is that we don't get the opportunity to play a lot on slow wickets where pace off the ball, for our batters and bowlers is challenging. So we want to play as much as we can in order to try and learn as much as we can from tonight and other experiences throughout this series. So I'm glad we've played on this wicket. Just a little bit disappointed the way that we played.
Hey, it's interesting because both these pitches, not too far from one another, very similar in texture and look as well. The first day it was 124 and today 164, and the other day India struggled to post a total. Is it like win the toss, it's easier batting second?
I think statistically there's always an advantage in chasing, particularly if there's a bit of dew around. Tonight there was absolutely no dew around. Full credit to India the way that they played. I think one thing every team in the world has to get used to is posting totals. So identifying areas early on, particularly in those first 10 overs, that you can counter the opposition's attack and hopefully post a winning, if not a par total.
Jason Roy once again brilliant at the top, but Josh Butler possibly missing out both these innings. What do you tell them when they come back in?
Not a lot. They're two aggressive guys who I want to be as aggressive as they can. Josh opening the batting for us strikes it at 150 and averages 50. So there's not a lot you can tell a guy who does that. It's continue to be himself, stick to his process, be as aggressive as he can. And it's great to see Jason Roy in form. When he plays like that, he's very intimidating at the crease. He would have liked to kick on again today, but unfortunately it wasn't to be.
Mark Wood, he missed out today. Did you miss him on that surface?
I think when a guy bowls 95 mile an hour in the first game and he misses the second, you're always going to miss him, particularly in the first game when there was a bit of pace in the wicket. I think today was a different challenge. Woody feels better today, so hopefully he'll be fit for the next game, if not the fourth game.
Quick turnaround between these games. Possibly the next surface would be different. So before going into practice, do you figure out what's the kind of surface we are going to be playing on? Because the square has different types of surfaces here.
Yeah, here we won't be practicing. We were prepared coming into the series. We know what we're going to play against. The next game is on the red soil that looks like Ayers Rock, so it's probably going to turn. But again, these are the challenges that we want to play against. Regardless of how we do in the series, we want to learn as much as we can and get that experience under our belt for the World Cup.
Thanks for your time and commiserations today. Thanks Moggy. Thanks, cheers. Yep, now it's time for the Ambuja Atut Jodi of the Match Award. The winner gets a trophy and a cheque of rupees 1 lakh, and this award goes to the duo of Virat Kohli and Ishan Kishan. 94 of 55 deliveries. After KL Rahul went early, the captain and the newbie looked prolific, looked absolutely comfortable out there, and it was a rollicking partnership. The young southpaw and then the master chaser. What an act tonight to bring India back. Up next is the Dream 11 Game Changer of the Match Award. The winner gets a trophy and a cheque of ₹1 lakh. And this award goes to Washington Sundar. 2 for 29 today. Bowled the tough overs. Never easy when you're opening the bowling against a team like England. Some power-packed players. Got rid of Jason Roy in the first T20. Got rid of him again today. And also Johnny Bairstow. So wonderful performance from this all-rounder from Tamil Nadu. May I now request Virat Kohli for a chat, please? Virat, real brilliant comeback from the Indian team tonight.
Yeah, quite a good game for us. I think we ticked all the boxes that we wanted to, especially in the first innings with the ball. There were 100 at the end of 12 overs, 130 at 15. And to give away only 34 in the last 5, I think it was very smart bowling by all our bowlers. Special mention to Washi. He bowled to only one left-hander in the middle and to all right-handers. Used the big boundary really well. Changed pace. But then Bhuvi, smart operator. Shardul bowled well at the end. Hardik chipped in with a few. Chahal was good today as well. And all in all, very, very happy with our bowling effort. And then, with the bat as well, convincing finish.
Did it get easier chasing or batting second?
It did. I won't, drift away from the fact that it did come onto the bat better. Precisely why we won the toss and bowled first, because we knew that little bit of dew. It was just enough for the wicket to get a little better, settle down a little bit more. The slower ball stopped gripping in the surface. Having said that, the bowled probably a bit too short. On that surface, maybe that wasn't on. And but special mention to, again, Ishan, the way he batted, changed the game completely. We were 1 down for nothing. And, I tried to do what I can, but then he totally took the game away from the opposition, kept following his instinct, and, quality innings on debut.
Yeah, on debut you mentioned, and you were quick to make those changes. Shikhar Dhawan and Ishan Kishan and obviously Surya Kumar didn't get any chance today. A word on him, the way he batted. Was it his first international innings?
Well, look, when you play in the IPL with such dominance like he has against quality bowlers, we've seen him hit fast bowlers, international fast bowlers for big sixes. So he's a fearless character. He should continue to back his instinct. We had a conversation out in the middle where he understood and analyzed the game very smartly. He knew that, he's hitting the ball well, so he kept taking his chances, but he was calculated, he wasn't reckless. And that's what you want to see in youngsters, coming in, looking composed, still backing themselves, but being aware of what the situation of the game is. And I think today that counter-attacking innings of his and then our partnership was something that the team needed, and he provided that for the team.
Personally, how about your innings? Obviously, you missed out in the last game, and obviously everyone wants Virat Kohli to get runs. So happy with that pull shot which you started off with, and then the rest of the innings?
Yeah, look, it was, I had to shift the focus back to the basics of the game. Probably, thinking of too many other variables on the outside, what I wanted to do before I entered the field. And look, I've always taken pride in doing the job for the team, so I'm more happy about that rather than the fact that I scored 70 odd. Just kept my eye on the ball. The management spoke to me about things. Anushka's here with me, so she speaks to me about a lot of things. Look, when you have your family with you, they keep talking to you, keep you focused on what you need to do, right? Then your management's so good. And then I had a special chat with AB de Villiers before this game. So he told me, just watch the ball. That's exactly what I did.
Also, a word on Hardik Pandya. He was asked to bowl the 6th over, which is generally the tough over, and then the way he bowled.
Yeah, I have to give credit to him for the fact that he's bowling at least 3 for us in games now. He's worked really hard on his fitness. And the next 6 to 8 months, that period, he has, promised and committed to the fact that he's going to give everything that he has, and to be that all-rounder for us that features in all 3 formats probably. And he's going to be a vital part of this team moving forward. And he's put in a lot of work to arrive at this place. Now it's just about managing his workload and keeping him fit, ready to bowl whenever the team wants. And his intent is of no doubt. He plays for the team at all times, and these kind of players are priceless.
Number 1 and number 2 in T20, both teams sparring at each other, makes for a brilliant contest, isn't it?
It is. I mean, England's a quality side. We know that. You have to play at your best to beat them. They showed us how good they are in the first match. Even here, they never leave the game. They're never out of the game. So You have to be precise, you have to be professional, finish the job properly, and that's exactly what we did tonight.
Thanks for your time, Virat, and really well done today. See you in a couple of nights.
Thank you very much.
Cheers. That was the Indian captain, Virat Kohli. Now it's time for the Paytm Man of the Match award. The winner digitally receives the prize money of rupees 1 lakh through the Paytm UPI money transfer and also gets a trophy. And the winner is Ishan Kishan. 56 of 32 on debut. He's been a prolific run scorer in the IPL, in domestic cricket. The man from Jharkhand definitely left a huge stamp. Ishan, was it actually your first game?
Yeah, obviously it was my first game, and I think credit goes to my seniors also, who made me feel that you have to just go there and express yourself.
Is it all the runs which you have scored? Is it all about the high-profile teams which you have played for? Because international cricket, you come in, there is obviously a little bit of nervousness walking out to bat.
Yeah, I know it's not easy when you come here and play your first game against the top team. And, I think Mumbai Indians have taught me a lot. I've been there with so many players, so many senior players, and they have given me very good advice. And that just helped me in my game, and I'm just looking forward to keep continue doing that.
You were not very happy when you got out. Was it the right choice of shot? What were you saying to yourself? Because you were absolutely devastated to be given out.
I know, I think that's the shot I love to play, reverse, but it just did not go my way today. But I was not happy because I wanted to finish the game. I got a good start, plus I was batting with the senior player who was set there, and he kept on scoring runs, so I was upset I just wanted to finish the game.
Of the 56 runs you scored, which was the shot which you enjoyed the most?
I think the shot when Tom Crane bowled me the first ball and I smacked him for 6, that was the moment I felt that now I can just keep on going this, I can just play according to the ball.
Jofra Archer, obviously you played him in the IPL, obviously coming out, international cricket, wearing India colours, what was that like?
I think this feeling, I don't know if I'm going to get this feeling again, but it was truly, I was just looking all over the ground and I was feeling so happy that finally I'm here, finally the hard work of everyone who has worked after me had paid off, and now it's my time to show my good game here and make them proud.
You enthralled us all, keep the good work up, really well done today.
Thank you, and I think this inning there was too much hunger in me, and like my coach's dad passed away a few days back, and I think this innings was totally for him because I wanted to prove myself. He said that you have to go there and score at least 50 for my dad, and this inning I'll give the credit to him.
We want more than 50. Ishan, keep going.
Thank you, sir.
The man of the match, Ishan Kishan. That concludes the presentation.
Post-match presentation there where the Man of the Match award has been given to Ishan Kishan for a fine performance. Ajay, on debut, scoring of 50 and Man of the Match.
I think it's a big moment for him, this young guy. और किसी भी player के life में मतलब वो debut करना, वो India का cap लेना, no doubt he has played the IPL for so long, he has performed so well. But वो India colors, वो जब India का badge, वो logo जब आपको cap मिलता है, वो feeling ultimate है. और उसके ऊपर आप पहले ही मैच में जब इतना अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस करें वो इंग्लैंड के अगेंस्ट, मतलब इससे बेहतर आप डेब्यू नहीं चाह सकते. और वो खुशी जो है उसके चेहरे पे साफ झलक रही थी.
बिल्कुल. एंड टॉकिंग अबाउट खुशी, ही आल्सो हैंडल्ड द press conference very well. I mean, he was so composed, he was calm. Raj, I mean, these guys are 20, 21, 22, 23, but they're so mature.
I think the Dhoni influence is very strong. Coming from Jharkhand and playing for the same state, of course, Dhoni didn't play too much cricket for Jharkhand, but I'm sure that his influence is very strong. You can see the manner in which he spoke with Murli Kartik. It tells you of a lad who's very aware of what he's saying and how much he's got to say. I think the training he's had is very important, and the manner in which he expressed himself, not only with the bat, but also with the microphone, was wonderful to watch.
Absolutely. You know, we spoke about Virat Kohli a little while earlier in the program about how he's the first cricketer to cross 3,000 runs in T20 internationals. There is another cricketer, Indian cricketer, who's doing us all extremely proud, and she, it's not a he, it's a she, scoring more than 7,000 runs. The first woman to do so is Mithali Raj. She's also had a long career, and if you look at the graphics right now, longest career in ODIs, both men and women. Sachin Tendulkar is on top of that list, but followed by Mithali Raj, putting in 21 years and 261 days. She's doing a phenomenal job, Ajay, as far as the Indian women's team is concerned. And look at the longevity.
यस और मुझे लगता है कि इन्होंने जनरेशन्स को इन्होंने मोटिवेट किया, इंस्पायर किया है टू प्ले क्रिकेट, स्पेशली वुमेंस क्रिकेट जो है अभी काफ़ी पॉपुलर हो रहा है. बट इफ़ यू गो 5-10 years बैक तो इतनी पॉपुलैरिटी नहीं थी. बट बिकॉज ऑफ हर, मिथाली राज, झूलन गोस्वामी, देयर आर फ्यू नेम्स यू कैन टेक जिन्होंने बहुत इंस्पायर किया एंड प्लेइंग मोर देन 2
झूलन गोस्वामी भी है ऑन नंबर 8. जो 19 years and 65 days. So both of them have like the pillars and the cornerstones of the Indian women's team.
हाँ, इनफैक्ट इनका मैं डेब्यू भी देख रहा हूँ 2002 में है एंड आई ऑल्सो प्लेड इन 2002. तो हमारा कैरियर खत्म भी हो गया. वी आर इनटू कोचिंग 5-6 years. बट आई हैव वर्कड विद देम, झूलन एंड मिथाली. आई हैव सीन देम क्लोजली ड्यूरिंग लास्ट ईयर. एक बैंगलोर में कैंप था. बट दे आर सो पैशनेट अबाउट देयर फिटनेस, अबाउट देयर स्किल्स. When you talk about cricket, मतलब they are so knowledgeable as well. तो मुझे लगता है कि they have, and also they have sacrificed so much playing, क्योंकि it's not easy playing so long. You have to sacrifice your diet, your training and everything. I think hats off to them.
Absolutely. Scoring over 7,000 runs as well. The first woman to do so. Raj, incredible performance, isn't it? It's incredible right through the years for over 2 decades now.
No, it tells you not just of her longevity, but also about the hunger she's got. And she's taken on roles that very few people have. Younger players have come and gone. Younger players have become captain. She has soldiered on. I think she has been amazing. She's been a great student of the game and a wonderful team person. And no wonder she's got 7,000 runs and more than 10,000 runs in international cricket, all international cricket.
Absolutely. Credit must be given where it is due, and Mithali Raj deserves all the credit and all the praise that, that we can give her, because she has done tremendous service for the nation. All right, coming back to today's match, final comments, gentlemen, before we wrap it up.
I think जैसा इस सीरीज से एक्सपेक्टेड था. So both the teams, like England won the first game, India convincingly won today. तो मुझे लगता है जो कंपटीशन हमें एक्सपेक्टेड था इस सीरीज से वो हमें देखने में मिल रहा है और आगे भी उम्मीद करें कि ऐसा कंपटीशन मिले. मे बी मैचेस उतने क्लोज नहीं थे दोनों, बट इफ यू टॉक अबाउट द सीरीज बहुत क्लोज रही 1-1 पे अभी.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. And Raj, close the show for us with your concluding thoughts.
I would want more even contest between bat and ball. Unfortunately, in both games, the team batting second has dominated. Bowling first seems to be an advantage. Hopefully, in the next game, slightly different track. There will be some fun.
Owen Morgan has already pointed that out about the different track.
There will be some fun and games, hopefully, for the fans. You want to see good batting. You also want to see wonderful bowling skills. When there is a balance between bat and ball, it's great fun to watch. But then everybody wants an India win, and we got one today.
Absolutely. We got an India win. The series is tied at 1 apiece. Interesting going forward, and we cricket lovers are going to enjoy the contest between number 1 and number 2 as far as the T20 international rankings are concerned. Gentlemen, Raj and Ajay, thank you so much for joining me on Fourth Umpire and taking us through all those details. We'll be back again, let's not forget, for the next T20 international, which will be played in a couple of days from now. I'm Frank Rausen Pereira signing off from Fourth Umpire for DD Sports.